Hey everyone, let's talk about something we all love, a good discount. Seems pretty simple, right? But what if I told you there's a whole hidden economic debate raging just beneath the surface of that 50% off sticker? Well, there is, and we're going to break it all down.
Okay, picture this. You walk into your favorite spot, and bam, your go-to meal is half price. You're probably going to buy more, right? Of course you are. But here's the real question. Why? I mean, really, why did you make that choice? The answer, you'll see, is a lot more interesting than you might think.
So, to get to the bottom of this, let's meet our main character for today, Ravi. He's just a regular guy about to grab some lunch, and his day is about to get way more interesting.
All right, so here's the deal for Ravi. His go-to pizza just got its price slashed in half, from 100 rupees all the way down to 50. Naturally, he's thrilled, and his first thought is probably what yours would be. Sweet, more pizza for me. But that simple, happy thought, that's exactly where all the fascinating complexity begins.
But wait, just as Ravi's reaching for that extra slice, poof, two economists basically appear out of nowhere. A bit weird, I know, but they stop him with a really important question. Hold on, Ravi, why are you really buying more pizza? They want to know the pure, unfiltered reason behind his choice.
So here's what they're getting at. When that pizza gets cheaper, it's not just about the pizza anymore. Think about it. Ravi now has extra money in his pocket that he thought he was going to spend. He feels richer, right? Well, economists have a name for that. They call it the income effect. And that feeling kind of clouds the real reason for his decision. Our economists want to know, what if we could magically take away that I feel richer part? How would his choice change then?
And this is where we get to the main event, folks. It's a battle of the minds. Team Hicks versus Team Slutsky. Now, they both have the exact same goal, to get rid of that pesky income effect and find the truth. But their methods for doing it, completely different.
So let's meet the contenders. In one corner, you've got John Hicks. Think of him as the theoretical purist. He's all about abstract concepts, things like happiness and satisfaction. And in the other corner, we have Hicksian and Slutsky. He's our practical realist. He's not interested in feelings. He cares about cold, hard cash and what you can actually buy with it.
Okay, so Hicks's game plan is all about keeping Ravi's happiness level the same. Economists have a fancy word for this, utility. So Hicks basically asks, look, the cheap pizza made Ravi happier. How much cash would we have to, take from him to bring his happiness right back down to where it was before the discount? By doing that, they cancel out that I feel richer boost. Any choice Ravi makes now must be purely about the price.
Now, Slutsky hears this and says, happiness? How are you supposed to measure that? That's way too abstract. He's got a much more down-to-earth idea. He says, forget feelings, let's just look at his wallet. Slutsky's method is to take just enough money from Ravi so he can still afford to buy the exact same stuff he bought before the discount. He keeps Ravi's purchasing power constant.
And this table right here, it really nails the difference. See, Hicks is all about keeping utility, or happiness, the same, super theoretical. But Slutsky, he's all about purchasing power, what you can actually afford, way more practical. It's a classic case of theory versus practice.
So if you remember just one thing, let it be this. Hicks is about feelings. He wants to keep happiness constant. Slutsky is about finances. He wants to keep affordability constant. That's the whole game right there. Okay, you with me so far? Good, because we're about to introduce a couple of new terms. But don't worry, they're just the fancy official labels for the exact same ideas we've just been talking about.
First up, we have what's called compensated demand. You'll also hear it called Hicksian demand, because it's Hicks's idea. This is what happens in that imaginary economist world. It's Ravi's demand for pizza after his income is adjusted or compensated to take away that feeling richer effect. All that's left is the pure, raw reaction to the price change itself.
And on the flip side, there's uncompensated demand. This one's easy. This is just real life. It's how you and I and Ravi actually shop when there are no economists messing with our wallets. It's uncompensated because it includes the whole shebang, the pure substitution effect, and that powerful income effect, all mixed together.
So we've got all these pieces floating around. Hicks, Slutsky, compensated, uncompensated. How does it all connect? Well, it turns out it all boils down to a surprisingly simple and really elegant little formula.
And here it is. Our real-world behavior, which has the fancy name Marshallian demand, is just the pure price reaction, the Hicksian demand, plus that feeling of being a little richer, the income effect.
That's it. That's the whole puzzle. Solved.
Let's try one last analogy to really lock this in. Okay, situation 1 is just normal life. You get a discount, you feel like you have extra cash, you buy more. That's uncompensated demand. Now, situation 2 is the economist's world. You get the discount, but an economist sneakily takes away that extra money so your overall happiness level doesn't change. The amount of pizza you buy now, that's compensated demand.
So why does any of this matter? Well, in the world of pure theory, Hicks' method is often seen as more accurate. But in the real world, you can't exactly measure happiness. It's impossible. Slutsky's method, on the other hand, is super practical. Businesses and governments can actually use it because it's based on observable data, budgets and prices. And for us, the biggest takeaway is just realizing that our reaction to a price drop is always a mix of two things, the item being cheaper and us feeling a little bit richer.
So I'll leave you with a final thought. The next time you see a massive discount and feel that rush to buy, just pause for a second and ask yourself, is this just because the price is better, or is it also because, in this moment, I just feel a little bit richer? Are you a theorist or a realist? Thanks for watching.